Burn them if you got them. I'm talking about NFL jerseys. Well, at least that's the rally cry from some members of the American Legion who took to putting their NFL jerseys on fire over the weekend to protest the NFL. Our own reporter, George Falkowski, has the full story. George?
Those player protests in the National Football League are sure to continue this weekend with people on bent knees or linking arms. But the fans have been pushing back in a big way. Sales of tickets are down at the secondary market, merchandise sales, TV ratings. And here at American Legion Post 5 in Rahway, New Jersey, they went for a much more colorful protest.
What we did is, because we're all veterans and we fought for this country, well, what they did, like I said, was wrong, so we decided to have an NFL rally. And it started out small. We figured maybe it wasn't going to be anybody, we were going to have a couple people here. We ended up with about close to 100 people. And we burned about 70 to 80 shirts.
What would it take for them to get back on your good side?
For every one of their players to stand for our national anthem.
With emotions running so high on both sides of the issue, the one thing is clear. The NFL is beginning to get the message. How they react to the message that people like the Legionnaires here at Post 5 in Rahway are sending, well, we'll have to find out. In Rahway, for Chasing News, I'm George Falkowski.
All right, thank you, George. All right, let's bring in the A-plus panel to break this down. Bill? They're a bunch of mad vets, and I get it. I think there's a lot of dissatisfaction with the NFL.
Whenever I see these stories, the first thing I skim through is to figure out what exactly they're protesting. I think, unfortunately, because of this issue, we've lost what we're protesting. We have folks boycotting the NFL because people won't stand for the national anthem. We have people boycotting the NFL because they want to kneel for the national anthem. This has gone off the rails. We really don't know what we're protesting anymore.
Maybe they're just Giants fans. That's not
it's
why they're not
protesting the whole season.
Yeah.
But it does stand, though. There have been, if you look at some of the pictures that came out over the weekend, there's clearly some backlash. I mean, Miami, almost empty. Cleveland, almost empty. Other stadiums, San Francisco's had the same thing, drop-in fans.
And what I love to see, actually, is these acts of patriotism around the country in response to the great disgracefulness of the NFL. A football team in California came out with big flags, every single player onto the field to display their patriotism. I think that's fantastic.
Andre, what do you think?
I think that what the Legion is doing, the first thing I want to say is I don't like the way they're protesting because that's probably their argument. The second thing is the behavior's a little animalistic and shows a lot of divisiveness and hatred. But it's way more convenient to just prop up the American flag than to have an uncomfortable conversation about criminal justice and the disparities amongst blacks and whites in regards to it.
But to that point, though, you've got a lot of people on the side of Black Lives Matter and other groups protesting the NFL, saying that Colin Kaepernick didn't get a job because of race. I mean, so to Bill's original point, they're really both sides. It seems to me the only person caught in the middle of this doing a horrible job is Roger Goodell. Can we agree with that?
No, I won't agree with that. I mean, I won't agree with that because I think we're.
What if I told you like Trump?
No, I might agree with
that.
I think we're losing sight of the broader issue.
We're missing an opportunity here. There's a conversation that could be going on between both sides. It's not happening. People are just protesting and yelling at each other.
Bill, Jeanette, Andre, thanks for being here. We'll certainly revisit this one, I'm sure, as we go forward. All right.